Last week, Townsville hosted the Regional Cabinet, and the Premier and the Ministers came to our city with exceptional news, and we welcome them with open arms. They know that North Queensland is the economic powerhouse of Northern Australia, and the Premier came with some very exciting news. Day one, Regional Cabinet met at the TAFE Queensland Bowley campus, where the Premier announced $17.2 million for the two renewable and advanced manufacturing skills centres. The new $12.45 million hydrogen and renewable energy training facility is a first for TAFE Queensland, which will support the training needed for Queensland hydrogen industry, anticipated to be worth $1.7 billion a year in exports by 2030. The new $4.74 million Advanced Manufacturing Skills Lab will support high-end manufacturing of tech like augmented reality, automation and robotics. The new facilities are expected to be built in the second half of 2023, supporting local jobs during construction. They will allow TAFE to offer more than 20 new skill sets, certificate and diploma qualifications. And Speaker, this training hub will train our local young people needed to provide a skilled workforce that our region will need to deliver in the renewable energy space, and boy oh boy, we're going to need them. It's a complete contrast, of course, Speaker, to the LNP who wanted to sell our TAFEs and close them down. Day two was one of the most significant announcements in North Queensland history, when the Premier announced $5 billion to publicly own and deliver CopperString 2032. And I want to put on record the advocacy of the member for Traeger and certainly John and Joseph O'Brien for the work they've done behind the scenes for CopperString. Speaker, our government will deliver CopperString to provide affordable renewable energy to open up North West Minerals Province. The 1,100-kilometre, $5 billion expanded CopperString project will be 100% government-owned. Speaker, this is nation-building infrastructure that will create thousands of jobs for generations to come. It is one of the most significant investments in economic infrastructure North Queensland has seen since the railways, connecting North West Minerals Province with national electricity market. From the country to the coast, from Mount Isa, from Cloncurry to the city, we are going to provide one of the largest infrastructure projects ever seen, delivering hundreds of jobs, 800 jobs during construction, but thousands of jobs for the next our next generation's generation in the renewable energy space. With estimated benefits of an additional $133 billion in mining production, thousands of jobs in North West Queensland will be created. A resources boom that will mine critical minerals and will process those minerals with renewable energy. And of course, Lansdowne, just outside of Townsville, will see local manufacturing with some of those products like vanadium from Julia Creek area. But, Speaker, where is the Leader of the Opposition in regards to CopperString? Absolute silence. He threw it over to his shadow, and all they could do was talk about blowouts in costs. Well, clearly, the Leader of the Opposition is silent when it comes to backing North Queensland. He lacks the intestinal fortitude to back in the largest infrastructure projects our nation, our Queensland community has ever seen. The Leader of the Opposition is a lightweight, and the true measure of leadership is when you back in significant infrastructure projects like CopperString. And the Leader of the Opposition, as we all know, has gone missing, just like he did in Townsville when he cut and run for Broadwater to take out a female sitting MP. Nowhere to be seen in Townsville, and what we saw when he couldn't even answer the $5 billion investment in our city was that he was silent on it because he doesn't back it. He doesn't back North Queensland. We've seen it time and time again. And what a weak-wristed, limp-wristed approach to backing in the most significant infrastructure North Queensland will ever see. Well, our Labor government's backing it in. Our Labor government is proud to back in thousands of jobs that will be created right across North Queensland, right out to Mount Isa. It's one of the proudest days we've ever seen. Our local businesses backed it in. Over 100 local leaders joined us in that announcement that the Premier did at the Townsville Enterprise Luncheon. They're backing it in. We're backing it in. Labor is delivering for North Queensland.
Speaker.